You are listening to PastThink.com audiobook. Please like and subscribe, thank you. Chapter 36. Xuanda plots to seize Fanqing. Su Shu reads a fake letter and leaves, but suggests Kong Ming to Xuanda. Chao Ren has decided to match the military skills of Xuanda by using a highly specialized military tactic, the 8 gates. This very complex attack and defend system is the pride of Chao Ren's strategy. So much so, he even challenges Xuanda to look at how clever he is. However, he has not taken into account Shan Fu. He is able to advise Xuanda on how to foil the clever strategy of the 8 gates by attacking from a specific angle. Zhao Zilong, leading 500 picked warriors, carries out this and Chao Ren is soon fleeing from the battle. Too late he realizes that Xuanda has found a formidable military genius to join his forces. He decides on a night attack to try to seize the initiative. But Shan Fu has already guessed he might try this, and so, when Chao Ren and his men attack, they are ambushed, and Chao Ren only just escapes with his life. He struggles back to Xuchang having lost most of his army. As a result, Xuanda captures the enemy city of Fan. When the defeated Chao Ren comes before Cao Cao, they discuss who this military genius might be. Qingyu says, he is known as Shan Fu, but that's not his real name. When young he was a skilled fencer, but one day many years ago he killed someone to right a wrong, and he had to flee. When he was captured he refused to give his name. His captors even had him tied up and paraded through the streets to ask if anyone knew who he was. But not a soul answered. Not long after, his friends freed him, and he again fled. He became a scholar and traveled the land, visiting the great masters. His real name is Su Shu. This Shan Fu. Is he any good, say, in comparison to you? Asks Cao Cao. 10 times better, frankly. Cao Cao then decides to lure Shan Fu over to his side. I know what we can do, says Qingyu. His mother, to whom he is devoted, lives all alone, she only has Shan Fu. Let's bring her here and fool her into writing to Shan Fu to come and join her. So filial is he will come straight away. So Cao Cao has her brought to the capital, and effectively placed under house arrest. She is fiery and scornful of Cao Cao, once even hitting him with an ink stone. He very nearly has her killed there and then, but Qingyu persuades him to spare her. She is just trying to be killed so that you become forever a wicked man, he says. Kill her, and her son will be your enemy forever. Look after her, and he must come to see her soon. Swallowing his pride, Cao Cao pretends to dote on the old woman, and by these means is able to secure a few examples of her handwriting. Then he has a letter forged and sent to Shan Fu. The letter claims to come from his distressed mother. The fake letter does the trick, for when Shan Fu reads the sad letter he immediately knows he has to leave Xuanda and go to care for her. Xuanda is in despair at the loss of his invaluable advisor. But because it is for good, filial reasons he can't challenge it. Just before Shan Fu rides off he advises Xuanda that there is someone 10 times greater than he is, who could be Xuanda's advisor. However, he warns Xuanda that this man is not the kind of person who can be easily summoned. In terms of his wisdom and virtue, what is he like in comparison to you? Asks Xuanda, to which Shan Fu replies, can you compare a plodding cart horse to a Qilin 12, or a crow to a phoenix? This man can measure heaven itself and encompass the earth. There is simply no one else like him anywhere in the world. And his name is? He comes from Yangdu in Langyi. His family name is Zhuge, and his given name Liang. However, he is known as Kong Ming, Shan Fu tells him. He came to this area of Jingzhou because his uncle was a friend of Liu Biao. But the uncle died, so he and his younger brother Jun moved to a farm near Nanyang. He likes to write poetry in the style of the poem of Liangfu Mountain. On their farm there is a hill called Sleeping Dragon, and this is why he has now named himself Master Sleeping Dragon. Go and see him immediately, and if you're lucky enough to have him join you, you need never worry again. As he rides away from Xuanda on the long road to the capital, Shanfu suddenly realizes that he may have been a bit forward in suggesting Kongming to Xuanda without consulting him. So he calls on his friend en route to the capital. When Kongming hears what Shanfu has done, he is indignant. What am I? Some kind of sacrifice for the altar? Greatly upset, he turns and walks away. Shanfu climbs back onto his horse and leaves, deeply embarrassed and worried about what he might have done. Troubled in his heart, Shanfu rides on to the capital, uncertain of what the future might bring. So what will happen next? Let's find out.